feel like one of the hottest topics in the influencer industry right now, I hear it on Clubhouse, I hear it in Facebook groups, is should I work for free? Should I ever accept gifted collaborations? Today we're going to be going over exactly what a gifted partnership entails, if and when you should ever accept gifted campaigns, and also how to find out if a brand actually has money and just isn't telling you, with the exact email reply I always send back when I get a gifted offer from a brand. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Austen and I am a fashion and beauty content creator based in New York City. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel today, please also consider subscribing while you're here. I post new videos every week with tons of tips and resources for content creators. I like to keep it real and share as much value as I possibly can, so hit that red button down below to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video from me. Now, let's get right into it, because there are a lot of conflicting opinions and voices out there about gifted campaigns, and I'm really here to share my experience and my thoughts on this with you as someone who's been in the industry for almost a decade. Since I started my blog back in 2012, I have done a few gifted partnerships with brands, but I would say today, in summer of 2021, when I'm filming this video, probably less than 5% of all collaborations I do are now gifted partnerships. So what exactly is a gifted partnership? A gifted partnership is when a brand reaches out to you and offers to do a trade, where they offer you either a product of theirs or a service of theirs for free in exchange for you posting about it on your social media channels. So rather than accepting payment as a form of compensation for posting on your social channels, you're either accepting a product or a service from a brand. I think the biggest question for influencers, especially for new influencers and creators, is should I even do gifted collaboration? Should I even bother? Well, I'm here to tell you that honestly, it's all up to you. It is 100% your decision and yours alone as a creator if you want to accept a gifted partnership or not. I can't stand when some influencers and creators tell people that they should never, ever, under any circumstances, accept gifted partnerships. And I understand the value of the work that we do as creators. I am a full-time creator myself, so I'm always looking to get paid whenever possible. In my eyes, currently, there are only two situations in which you should accept a gifted collaboration. So what are these two reasons? Number one, if you think that this gifted collaboration will help you build your own creative portfolio or build a relationship with a brand that you want to have a long-term relationship with. I guess one thing to compare it to is almost like an unpaid internship, and I did many unpaid internships in my day that I very much wish were paid, but at my unpaid internships, when I interned at magazines, I was able to build my portfolio of writing. I got published in Nylon, I got published in Cosmo, I got published in New York Magazine as a college student, and it did give me the expertise and also the relationships so that by the time I graduated, I was able to reach out to my connections and ultimately get a job in a super competitive industry. And a little later on in this video, I'll explain why a brand might be hesitant to do influencer marketing or why they might not be paying creators yet. But if you truly believe that a gifted partnership will help you build your portfolio or build a connection with a brand and you are newer to content creation, then why not just try it out and see how it goes? And the second one, which applies more to me now because I'm more established and I'm less likely to take on a gifted partnership to establish a relationship with a brand because I already have a lot of relationships with brands, would be if they're offering something to you of an extremely high value. Maybe they're offering a free trip somewhere. Maybe they're offering a mattress. Maybe they're offering a couch for your living room. Anything that's a high ticket price point item that you think you might have had to spend your own money on and wouldn't have to because of a gifted partnership is another thing that you could consider if you want to take on a gifted collaboration. One super important thing to note about what I'm saying here is that in both of these instances, it still has to work out so that it is mutually beneficial for both you and for the brand. If the brand is inhibiting your creativity by sending you a long list of exactly what the content needs to look like, a crazy fast turnaround by the time they want the images back, where they want it shot, if they want it shot professionally, and all of these different things that you simply can't make happen if you're just doing an in-kind partnership, that would be an immediate deal breaker for me. I had a beauty brand reach out to me last year, a huge beauty brand, by the way, who I would love to work with. and they were asking me for an Instagram post. They wanted a fast turnaround. It had to be approved. It was all these different things. They also wanted usage to my content in perpetuity, which if you need any help with contract terms, I actually have a whole video about that right here that you could check out after this one. And it was just a ridiculous ask. And you know what they were gonna send me? They were gonna send me one eyeliner. One eyeliner that I could buy for $10. That was just them getting way too much and me getting something so minuscule in return that it didn't make any sense. If a local fashion boutique near where I live offered to gift me a few pieces and asked for an Instagram story shout out in exchange for the gifting, that might be something I'm more likely to agree to. But again, I typically turn down most gifted partnerships at this point in my career because I feel more established than that. I know my worth, I know my time is valuable, but I can completely understand a different situation if this is not your full-time job, if you're just starting out. So that's why I said it is up to you if you want to take on these types of collaborations or not. And I'm just here to provide as much insight as possible so that you can approach these with a good mind. I'm just curious, how many of you guys watching have actually done a gifted collaboration before? Let me know down in the comments. Now we're gonna move on to a little strategy move here about finding out if a brand actually has budget when they initially reached out with a gifted offer. So I'm about to put on the screen the email that I always send back to brands when they reach out with a gifted request. And at this point, after I send this email, if they have money, this is when they will tell me that they have money. So I redacted the name from this email, obviously, but I'll just call the brand contact Tina. Hi Tina, how are you? It's so great to hear from you. I hope all is well. I so appreciate you thinking of me for this opportunity. At this time, I don't have the bandwidth to accept gifted collaborations, but should the brand ever have a budget in the future, I'd love to discuss how we could work together. I'm attaching my media kit so you can learn more about my audience and my top performing content. Thank you. One reason I like to include my media kit in this email is because it's just further proof of my influence and the value of hiring me as a content creator. And if you want more tips for showing your value to brands when you reach out to them, and especially how to turn gifted offers into paid offers, you can check out this video that I have right here where I go much more in depth on that topic. Now, there are a few reasons a brand might opt for a gifted partnership with a content creator over a paid one. First, there are just some brands who don't totally get this space right now. I think they'll come around in a few years, but just know that in the short term, if they don't recognize the value of a content creator, then it's probably not worth trying to explain it to them right now. Another possibility is that the brand is a small business and maybe can't afford a huge marketing budget right now, but can swing gifting a few items to a creator. So use your judgment, especially when it comes to local businesses, and think about if the product is something that you really like, that you would have bought on your own, if you think it could turn into something more long-term later on, and use your judgment there. If you're someone who personally feels that you shouldn't have to discount rates or work for free for the sake of another small business because you're a small business yourself, that's totally understandable and that's your decision to make. The last and most annoying reason that they might reach out about a gifted collaboration is if they're just trying to see how much they can get out of you. And that's what the eyeliner debacle felt like to me, because I knew this was a huge company with a ton of money that just wasn't willing to pay me even a small amount of money for my time to create that content, and refused to remove the clause about usage in perpetuity, which I don't agree to as a content creator. I'm really comfortable with standing my ground in those situations, and as a new content creator, if something doesn't feel right to you, it's okay to walk away. There will be other brand collaborations, there will be more opportunities, I can promise that, but if something doesn't feel right, it's definitely not worth doing just to say that you did it. If you're a newer content creator and you're still working out your posting schedule and what content you want to create and post about, I actually have a great free resource for you called the Influencer Launchpad. It is a guide that I put together and it has fun quizzes in it. It has 30 free content ideas that you can tailor to any niche or category, and you can get it down below from the link in my description box or by going to austentosone.com/subscribe. If you have questions about gifted collaborations I did not cover in today's video, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I always do my best to reply to as many comments as I can. Thank you guys again so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe and stick around for new videos every Tuesday if you are a content creator, and give me a thumbs up down below if you found this helpful. Thank you again so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!